Things happening incredibly quickly, Stuart.
They are indeed, Jonathan, as the helicopters are filling the sky around me. Apaches, Black Hawks, Chinooks. They're flying all over the place, very low at times. Some were just passing overhead. Yeah, it has moved extremely quickly. We knew that the Taliban were very near, but they're now in town. They came in, we were told originally, from all sorts of different directions. We know that there'd been, or at least we believe there had been advance parties for some time, but now they're coming in larger numbers. A few moments before we came on air, there was gunfire from behind me. There had been gunfire earlier in the day, though we're not sure what that incident was, but this would suggest to me that it's the Taliban, but it was relatively brief. Immediately afterwards, we saw the Apaches appear above us. They're just over here, to both my left and my right. But interestingly with this, air power is really important. You can control a huge amount of ground, but once they're in the city like they are, you can't just start bombing and shooting indiscriminately, because obviously there are thousands upon thousands of people who are living here and thousands upon thousands of people who are out on the street. It's been a relatively chaotic morning, as you might imagine. The roads are absolutely jam-packed. One of the reasons for that is that the police who run the roundabouts and the checkpoints that are here have been pretty much abandoned. The green zone, which is where the diplomatic staff and foreigners widely live, which are gated and guarded communities. Apparently the guards have gone and the gates are open. And there is, as you say, this mad scramble to the airport for the foreigners, for the diplomatic staff, for NGOs, and also for Afghans who have worked closely with the international community, who are very fearful for their lives, rightly so. So what's going to happen in the next few hours is difficult to know. As I say, they're really near to where we are, which is downtown, the presidential palace. It's probably about half a kilometre away from where I am standing, and I'm sure this is the direction that they will be coming. Now, we know that Qatar has indicated that it's going to be peaceful and that they've told their men not to fight, but I don't know how much control if you like, the diplomatic side of the Taliban have over their fighting staff, if you like, and I don't think they have much control at all. So this could be a very volatile situation. Add into all of this, we've got this evacuation process. We know it's very likely that the commercial airlines are just going to have to stop flying unless they can get assurances for the Taliban that the airfield's not going to be attacked. There is a working assumption, particularly that from the RAF, that isn't going to be, it's untrustworthy. So a lot of this lift will have to be done by the RAF, and we understand that air assets are being brought in from all over the world to move thousands of people. A staff, obviously, about 3,000 Brits, at least that number of Afghans as well, and that is completely dwarfed by the Americans, there are into, some say, tens of thousands of people who need to leave. All of this operation was starting and was going, initially it was going to take, to the end of the month. But now we're trying to do it in, I suspect, a matter of a couple of days, if they can get an agreement with the Taliban that people are allowed to leave and that this operation is able to run smoothly. But, as I say, if we're looking at British and American helicopters up in the air, these are gunships, then it would suggest that they are looking to perhaps engage with the Taliban, and then those who are already in the city will engage as well. So this could go all sorts of different directions. It's very, very, very tense. It has been for the last few days, to be honest, but as you can imagine, today it's gone to a new level.